So, ladies and gentlemen, this year's coming up to an end, and I have a few things I want to share about this. Bro, I don't even have a script for this video. That's how you know that this shit's fucking raw. My bad that this fucking camera's. I gotta stop swearing. My bad that the lighting's making me look pale. But this year was a year that I learned a lot about myself. Definitely failed a lot for sure, and I feel like I needed to stop caring about what other people thought of me, whether that is friends, whether that is girls, whether that is just even my parents, for example. And I feel like I need to put myself first. I have a few points right here that because I love to journal, and but yeah, definitely putting myself first for the next new year, 2025. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing as well. If you guys have, you know, fear of failure, fear of being judged by people, even your parents, your teachers, sometimes they're your biggest haters, and they don't know you more than you know yourself. Put yourself first and pay yourself first. See, there's a book that I was reading. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon, and it says that we owe so much debt to a lot of people, including ourselves. We tend to pleasure other people first before we pleasure ourselves. And that's why I give all glory to Jesus Christ. I don't want to make this all a religious video, but I feel like once you have someone that can humble you and check you, first you pay yourself first and you give all glory to that person, whether that is a mentor. Well, I mean, usually it's all glory to God, and God speaks through people to you. But that's besides the point. Pay yourself first, take care of yourself, and then start to take care of those around you. Because, you know, it's pretty selfish for a man to only look after himself, or woman, you know what I'm saying? So take care of yourself first. The second thing I want to talk about is getting off of my phone. My phone's not here, it's being charged right there, but I feel like we can all relate to this. Since 2019, 2020, our screen time has been 4+ hours, you know what I mean? Like, so many hours have spent on our phones, scrolling away, doom scrolling, jerking off, beating our meat, just doing dumb shit. You see, one of the most successful people, they utilize the things that they have around them. Instead of consuming, they want to start creating. That's why I want to start posting more content for you guys. Fuck what anyone says. I don't care if I'm stuttering. I don't care. What I realize is that everything starts ugly at the start. So if you think everything's going to be perfect, then you might not even start. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're perfect, you cannot be perfected. And perfectionism is simply a lack of discipline. If you guys watch my setup tour, I have a note right here to my right. It literally just shows you guys that a lot of the things in life is all ugly. It's because of social media that has corrupted you guys. Getting off of your phone will help you guys realize that you only got yourself at the end of the day. I'm sure that your parents love you, God loves you, and all that, but you're looking at the highlights of people. You're looking at chapter 20 of people when you haven't even written chapter 1. So your story is still being written, and I feel like once you put that into perspective, you'll definitely stop comparing yourself to other people, right? Because I know it's very cliche, but comparison is really the thief of joy. So get off your phone. Honestly, go for a walk too. There's nothing really good if you're just sitting around fucking scrolling around mindlessly. Us human beings are supposed to be social creatures. Look at what the people were doing back in the 1800s. Look at what the people are doing, for example, men, right? Do you think they wanted to go to war? They were forced to go to war. They didn't have the option to go watch TV, to go scroll around. I truly believe that fun is only for kids and women. And yeah, we can have fun as men, but we induce that fun by creating something. That is our so-called fun, right? I realize that fun isn't scrolling on our phones, smoking weed, drinking, partying. Fun is actually creating the things that fulfill us in terms of a man perspective, like retiring your parents, making a lot of money. I know money's not everything, and people might think that money makes you evil and greedy, but it's for the love of money that makes you greedy, and that is the root of all evil. But getting off your phone, that is point number 2. And for 2025, I really want to set clear goals, and being very specific about your goals as well. I'm talking about how much money you want to make, by what time, what type of people you want to have around you, like you need to be very specific about what you want to have and the type of person you must become to achieve said goals. And once you have such a very, I mean, like having big goals is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. But if you fucked up all this year and did nothing, you have a past rapport with yourself that you've done nothing. So maybe you do need to set the bar lower, just like if you're benching 100 kilograms, which is 2 plates, and you just started the gym and you see all of the social media stuff because you're on your phone all the time and you think you can just go straight to the 2 plates. No, you can't, bro. You gotta chill, you gotta lower the bar. You gotta lower your ego. But what I'm trying to say about setting big goals and setting clear intentions is that you must have specific things that are in place that allow you to get there. You need to know exactly how you get there. If you just say, yo, I want to make $5 million in the next 2 years. Okay, how are you going to make $5 million? Are you going to create a business? What type of business model are you going to create? Drop shipping, SMMA, remote sales, copywriting. Like these are all things that you can do and start to learn. If you have a goal that is vague and don't really have much meaning to it, it will just pass you by. And you'll keep on doing exactly what you've been doing 2019, 2020, and you'll still stay broke and someone that is not fulfilling their purpose in life. I feel like a lot of you guys know what you guys need to do. Like it's that intuitive thought, but you guys don't know how to set it in action, like plan it properly, right? And I just feel like, look, set goals that are very specific, and even if they're small because you need to start small, then that's fine. I'm not saying you need to go fucking make $10 million, go buy your parents a Ferrari and shit like that. Although they're nice and they may satisfy you initially, it's not gonna make you happier, but it might reinduce your identity and show you that you are capable of the things that you've set yourself out to be, right? So I'm not saying you should not do those things, but definitely be very specific on the things that you want to do and achieve. So number 4, I want to talk about chasing that dream. Listen, like I said, there's nothing wrong with chasing your dreams, and you should chase your dreams, right? We all have big goals. We all have things that we need to talk about, things that we need to do to get us there. But we always have that thought in our head that, look, I want to go start business. I want to go approach that girl. I want to go and maybe it's we all have different goals. For people that want to make money, for some of you guys just want to get big, get shredded, or lose body fat at the gym, right? Don't let other people's small mindedness get into you, because not a lot of people think big, and when you do start to think big, people will think you're weird. And I will tell you that energy cannot be destroyed nor created. That's in Newton's third law, right? So the essence of it is that it's a cause and effect. If people are negative, you will also become negative. You will also start to instill their beliefs into you, whether that is your parents and your friends. If they say they cannot, okay, then you probably can as well, because you're listening to them, right? You are the people who you hang around with, and that is true. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you believe you can, then you can. You have enough to believe it, now you have enough to speak it, now you must have enough to do the action to get there. Because if you can't do that, then you're just a fraud, right? You don't actually want what you say you want. And there's a correspondence to the law of attraction, to what you say and what you do, that actually manifests into what you want in this reality. Because this reality is just literally a manifestation of what we've done prior. If you're happy, you literally did... I guess the way to describe it is, if you feel content and happy now, that means you did enough things in the past, yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, that led you to there. Maybe you were very hardworking. You got a physique. You have muscles now. You've made money. You put in all the work, and now you feel happy. If you're depressed, maybe that's because you were eating junk food yesterday. You didn't go to the gym. You didn't go socialize. You didn't go talk to people. You started beating off and becoming a lesser version of yourself. Success is always the repetition of what you did yesterday, the day beforehand. Same with making money. The money you made now was literally an indicator of what you did yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, right? All the work you put in. And obviously, money is a lagging indicator of success, and that's all it is. Same with your health as well. Your health is your wealth, and if you feel like shit right now, that's because you probably had shitty habits that led you to there till now. So, The fifth thing I want to talk about is prioritizing your energy. And we all have 24 hours in a day. You want to prioritize your energy on making money, focusing on God, and taking care of your health, right? Maybe speaking with your family more often as well. And I feel like once you take care of how you prioritize your energy, you'll obviously be more smarter in the way you assign your energy, right, to specific tasks, high ROI tasks, return on investment tasks that, like, for example, gym, God, like I said, making money. So if I know a lot of people, they don't like a schedule, and for me, I was kind of like all over the place. Once I actually put a schedule in place, it checked me and allowed me to, okay, look, you spent 30 minutes on doing this. Now you got to go move on to the next thing now. You can always go back to it, but you must get this other thing done. What will be the cause? How much will it affect you if you did not do this, right? For some people, it's like, okay, I need to go check my emails. I got to go reply to clients. I need to go to the gym. What is the pain that you will suffer if you did said actions, right? So once you put that into perspective, okay, look, I need to get shit done. Prioritize your energy. Start assigning them correctly. When you wake up early in the morning, start meditating, start reading, start to learn, start to educate, so that in the later times, maybe you can go to the gym, or some people like to go to the gym in the morning so that they can get like other shit done. But assigning your energy and prioritizing that so your day isn't just a mess will be beneficial for me and probably for you. And if you guys are still having a messy day and like it's all not structured, it's fine. It will take time. Maybe one day literally just start waking up. Start committing to the things that you say that you're going to do. I'm going to wake up at 7, so I fucking will wake up at 7. Simple as. Life is so complex because we make it complex. But really it's so easy. It's just we're lazy and we don't want to do the things that we want to do and said that we're going to do. And I feel like the pain of regret and the pain of discipline really truly embodies this. Either you suffer the pain of discipline now or the pain of regret later. And the pain of discipline weighs ounces, where the pain of regret weighs tons. I think I said that right. I don't know if I said that right, but you guys know what I meant. There will always be pain in your life. As a man, you will always have pain. But on the other side of pain is pleasure. So either you have pleasure now so you'll feel pain later, or you feel pain now so you'll feel pleasure later. Sixth thing I want to talk about is reading one book a month. I've never been a big reader in my life. There are periods where I started to read, like I have a bookshelf right there, and reading the Bible has allowed me to instill wisdom onto me, and it's just like a self-help book in general. But when I say read a book a month or 2 months or even like, fuck it, you guys haven't even read a book in 10 years. I know like some 30-year-olds haven't even read a book ever. Well, I'm sure they have, but like they haven't read in a while. And reading is good for your brain anyways. You want to grow old, you want to have Alzheimer's, do your thing. Like reading will help prevent that, and it will just make you start to think differently, and it will actually help your speaking as well. And my speaking wasn't great at all. That's why I decided to fucking click on record. I might not even post this video, but I'm just gonna start by taking the action now, putting the Lego bricks brick by brick. And if I don't like it, then I don't like it, so be it, right? Read a book a week. It'll help your communication skills. It'll help the way you think, and you'll just be more intellectual. I'll literally read a book. An hour later, I'll have new words I start to learn. I'll start to say things, like the way I speak is different, and people will be like, hey, Theo, why are you speaking like that? Like, you've never said the word indefatigability in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or you've never said the word valor in your life. Valor just means to be brave. I want to get that tattooed on me, actually. That's like a whole separate point. But for number 7, I really wanted to talk about having a hobby. And this year, I felt like I've been really lazy, didn't do fucking shit all day. I knew what I wanted to do. I had a lot of stuff in my mind, like mindset-wise, but I just didn't apply. I didn't take the action to get myself there, you know what I'm saying? But one of the greatest hobbies that I've personally enjoyed was boxing, some sort of martial arts, playing chess, and maybe like an instrument like piano. For some of you guys, it could be going to the gym. Gym isn't really a hobby of mine. I already just do it religiously, just like how I brush my teeth, just like how you guys go to school. Like going to the gym is like religious for me now. For some of you guys, it may not be, but that's fine. You guys can start to do that and start to stack it onto your identity, right? That's how it is. Like, you used to smoke weed. I used to smoke weed all the time. I stopped that because I got closer to God, and now it's not part of my identity, and now it's easier for me to say that I don't smoke. Two people are smoking. You ever hear this story or this example? They're both quitting. One person says, I'm quitting smoking. The other person said, I'm not a smoker, although they both smoked a cigarette a day before, or smoked weed, whatever, or vape. The point I'm trying to make is that you want to delude yourself to think that you're not that person anymore, so that it helps you transition into not that person. A lot of you guys are drinkers. Instead of just having that identity latched onto you, yo, I'm trying to stop drinking, day 1, day 2. I don't even fucking count days. I make the days count. So remove that identity by deluding yourself. And to some people, it's like, yo, I can't delude that. Like, I literally smoked weed yesterday. How can I just say I didn't smoke or I'm not a smoker? It really is just how bad you want it, right? You want it that bad enough, as man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It's not that simple. I know, obviously. I might, like, you guys are like, yo, it's not that simple, Theo. But trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understandings. Proverbs 3:5-6. I started reading the Bible more often, you know what I'm saying? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Jeremiah 29:11. I could go on and read about rescripting Bible verses, but have a new hobby that allows you to transition into that bad habit. Once you remove a bad habit, you need to replace it with a good habit. And the 8th thing I want to talk about is spending more time with family. When is the last time that you actually hit up your grandma or granddad? You know, some of you guys don't even have great relationships with your family, and I definitely don't have that as well. But understand that all things come to the betterment. Betterment? It's not even a word. All things come together in a way. So if you're always by yourself, you will suffer things by yourself. I'm not telling you to go start being emotional and start telling people things, but spend time with the people who you grew up with, your blood, right? And for me, I wanted to spend more time with my mom. I want to spend more time with my dad, because I'm 20 years old and there may be a day where I won't see them again. I live my life as my dad has already died. And I don't want to, God forbid that happens, I don't want to manifest that into reality. But it's the truth. It's human nature. It's nature. It will happen. Start spending time with your family. Whether they wronged you or not, don't have that grudge. I've fucked up. My parents have fucked up. I don't want to live a life where I resent them the whole time. It's not good for my heart. And I just want to live peace-free, because when that happens, you start to instill more happiness within you. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Just like the more you have, the more you realize you don't have. And the more I don't want, the more I realize I have everything. I said those parables weird, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? It's like yin and yang, and if you're always chasing, it's always fleeting away from you. And it's just the law of attraction, and it's a universal cause and effect cycle. Make 2025 the best year that you've ever experienced for your family, and for you. Or the ones, I don't know, maybe you want to do it for your dog. You want to do it for that, for someone that you know, right? We all have a greater purpose that we do things to. Maybe it's not for ourselves. But understand that when you don't do those things, you are disrespecting those who believe in you. When you're lazy, because laziness is a sin, you are disrespecting those who believed in you, right? They said you're going to be great. You told them you were going to be great. You said I was going to be doing this, and they believed in you. Now act on it, because now you're lying to them and you're lying to yourself. Stop disrespecting them by telling them false lies. 2025 is ours, to the ones who want it. And if they don't, they don't. Simple as.